All right, I'm still on my bike for 4 more minutes. I'll try to get this video in that 4 minutes and make it short and sweet. So this one is more about muscle gain and body weight gain. So I talked about fat loss and calorie deficit. Now, if you want to go the other way and specifically put on muscle mass, you want to go into a calorie surplus. So it's the exact opposite of what you're going to do for weight loss. Calorie or energy balance is still the #1 key to your success in that muscle gain. So you have to be eating in a calorie surplus, or you have to be decreasing your energy out. I personally think it's good to stay moving and doing that neat and you know, going for walks, going for bike rides, going for a gentle exercise like that, doing cardio. I think that's really important still. So if it were me and I was trying to gain weight, I would do it through my diet, and I would not take out my movement. That's just personal, but you can. If you're moving excessively, if you're doing tons and tons of cardio or something like that, you know, you can reduce that a little bit. Or if your workouts suppress your appetite, then I would maybe decrease my energy out. However, I think the easiest way to gain weight is just to eat more. And I think people who have difficulty gaining weight, they call themselves a hard gainer. They say, you know, I eat so much. Actually, you might have this crazy efficient metabolism where you just burn calories like crazy. You might. But most of the time when you actually tell these types of people, like, well, why don't you track? They think they're eating 4,000, 5,000 calories. They're not. They're eating 2,500, 3,000 calories, but they think they're eating a lot. Naturally, these people tend to be just like naturally kind of slender, so they get full easily, so they feel like they're eating a lot. But it's not the case. If you want to gain weight and specifically gain muscle, I could make an hour-long video of this on the nitty-gritty, but I'm just gonna do a really basic like statement, which track your food intake and on a scale, measure your serving sizes and track them in an app like MyFitnessPal, because you're probably gonna find out that you're not eating as much as you think you are. It's just what happens. But then that's really freeing when you figure that out, because then you're like, okay, I know I'm really just not eating enough, and I need to eat more. So what happens if you feel like you're always stuffing yourself? Well, you don't want to constantly be feeling like stuffed and bloated and like giving yourself like poor digestion because you're just stuffing yourself with like, you might, if you're really like a young, lean guy with like a crazy revved up metabolism right now and like hormones like testosterone just on your side revved up, you're probably gonna have to eat some junk food, to be honest. Like, you're not gonna just eat lean fish and like lean, like just eat veggies all day. You know, it's not gonna be totally clean. You know, you might have to eat some cereal or pizza or whatever, just to get some more calories in. But I think if you actually track, you will find out that you are not eating as much food as you think you are. Specifically probably protein and carbohydrates. You're probably eating like a lot of fat because you're not maybe choosing the lean proteins or whatever. But my suggestions for increasing your food intake would be to eat more carbohydrate and make sure that you're eating sufficient protein. So guys trying to specifically build muscle, normally like a good recommendation is eat your body weight in grams of protein. So 165 guy is gonna eat 165 grams of protein. But if that guy is trying to really build muscle mass, That is the biggest focus, and I would go like 1.25 times your body weight. So increase that protein intake, eat lots of carbs because they stimulate appetite and they give you energy so that you can literally, you know, come in the gym and have more energy and be able to either lift heavier, go faster, go for longer, more endurance. So make sure, you know, that you're eating enough of each macronutrient and tracking them, because if you just eat how you've always eaten and you think that you eat a lot, it's honestly, that's just your own conditioning telling you that. That's like your own experience. So from someone else's viewpoint, I might see your diet and be like, whoa, that is not enough, you know? But yeah, so track it, measure it, put it in MyFitnessPal, get the actual amount that you're eating, and then increase it. 10% increase. If you find out you're only eating 2,500 calories, go up to 2,700, 3,000 calories, right? Start there, do that consistently. When you make progress for a little while, that's awesome. Make sure you're not like overdoing it so that you see a bunch of body fat gain at the same time, all right? You don't wanna be gaining fat, because then you're not even gonna see the small amounts of muscle that you're building. So keep fat gain to a minimum by only doing a 10% calorie surplus. Over time, your metabolism's gonna get more efficient, right? So after a while, you're gonna have to do another 10% increase in your calorie intake, bump it up again, right? Then you start gaining again. But look at the scale, a good like you could probably gain in a month 2 pounds of muscle, unless you're like, you know, 18 years old guy, then you can gain more. But the older you get, and just different lifestyle factors, you're not gonna put on as much muscle as you think. You might be gaining weight on the scale, but it's probably a lot of body fat. So you're not gonna see the muscle. And when you wanna, you know, keep gaining muscle, fat does not help you gain muscle. So you wanna stay relatively lean. Don't do this crazy bulking cycle. Just eat a slight surplus and stay consistent, and make sure you're tracking so you have that data, not just going by feelings. All right, good luck. Let me know if you need help. Bye.